Is it service is selling?
I don't know. Service is selling, and selling is service. Service is selling, and selling is service.
Hey guys, this is Anthony.
And Melanie.
And we are Melanie Anthony.
With Padron Cigars.
That's right, coming to you from Scottsdale, Arizona. Tonight we're going to kill some unicorns, because why not?
I said, what if you smoke them with your new wife?
And I said, lame. I want to smoke them with my current wife. Anyway, that was super weird and not at all awkward. But the whole point of this is, this one, as you can see, it's old. This is a Padron Anniversario 1926 40 year. I got this from my friend Nick Romig back when we were about to graduate from college. Year was...
I didn't know Nick Romig bought it from you.
Bought it for me.
Bought it for you.
Bought it from Ambassadors. And he got it for my birthday. Got this and a Cajonio. Yeah, and... yeah, I mean, I've been saving this as like the special cigar I was gonna smoke on the birth of my first son. And
I can't believe you didn't smoke.
He was born, and then he had Billy Rubens, and like we're in and out of the hospital.
He was in the hospital, yeah.
And yeah, so then I'm like, I'm gonna smoke on the birth of my next son, which we weren't planning on having because we were done with kids at that point. But then we had one. Well,
and then I went into labor super fast that I actually drove myself to the hospital.
Yep, and
I had him in the middle of the night, and nobody even got to come to the hospital. That was crazy.
I was like, I'm smoking on my wedding day. Didn't happen.
We couldn't smoke at the church.
We couldn't smoke at the church. All that to say is that we realize sometimes the best time to smoke something that you call a unicorn is just in the current moment. And I'm going to do that tonight.
I made you do it. Aren't you glad?
You made me do it. I said, no, I don't want to.
Well,
you could die tomorrow.
But
yeah, I mean, but it's true. I mean, I saved this scene for so long. And,
what's the point?
So I lit my unicorn, and I think this
wait, so there's some people out there who don't know what unicorns are.
Well, that's what I was just going to say before you kind of cut me off.
Sorry, sweetie.
I was going to say that this is actually, we had a topic that we're going to talk about tonight, but this one also kind of fits in, just as a random topic, but unicorns. Unicorn cigars are those cigars that are usually really low allocation, limited items that you put aside, generally speaking, for special occasions, or you collect or you hoard. Right now, Steve Saka has one out on the market called the Unicorn, and it was this whole thing of this, like super special, put all his efforts and energies and funds and all that stuff into it to create this ultimate cigar. And that's what unicorns are. They kind of represent this ultimate experience you're going to have when you smoke this cigar. Like I said, the unicorn, it's, the reception of it, it's the anticipation of when you're going to finally smoke it, and then it's the cigar itself. And a lot of times unicorns, like we said, even if it's not completely scarce, it's certainly a very special blend, usually a limited in a line, like I said, or just something that's a higher element to a line. And they're great cigars. So, and we always talk about how cigars are experience and all that stuff. So, yeah, we're killing unicorns tonight for really no reason. So I'm enjoying my unicorn.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. I still taste some pepper. I'm really curious to how old it is, because I noticed that you got it from Fox. So I'm guessing.
You're looking at 2012, 2011.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So I still taste pepper on the front of the cigar, and I taste it like at the roof of my mouth. I'll keep smoking and it's very enjoyable.
And what's interesting about this 1926 Anniversario 40th, it's a natural.
Mine's Maduro.
Yeah, this one is super smooth and really floral. There's a lot of floral element going on, which isn't typical in a Padron when you're smoking them fresh. Usually they're kind of these richer, more savory, meaty cigars. And this one's just very exceptionally smooth and a little more sweet floral that I'm getting off of it. It's a very interesting dynamic. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever up to this point really sat down and smoked a extremely aged Padron. So this is a new experience for me too, which is kind of fun.
So mine is the Family Reserve 1964, And
the thing that we're gonna talk about tonight, and the way we segue into it is, last night we did a podcast, and if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check the link on Melanie's Facebook. We'll put a link here. It's Ford on Fifth Facebook page has a link to it too. Anyway, it was Oso Fumar Takes with our good friend Bear out of Texas, and we were super excited to do it. We've done a couple things like it before where we sat down and kind of talked about our journey and how we got into being a cigar brokerage back when we had the brokerage. And this is one of the first times, it's not the first time, but it is one of the other newer times that we've got to talk about kind of our journey from brokerage into a cigar shop. One of the things that I think is incredible, and this goes back to Oso Fumar Takes, because we talked about it, was this idea of customer service. And Mel and I were goofing and clowning at the beginning of this video. I don't know if we got it there, but there's this stupid Facebook, I don't know if we could find, we could probably find the link.
Yeah,
but if you haven't watched it, it's been on Facebook a bunch of times.
YouTube, Facebook.
It's these cheesy people doing this song about
cheesy
service.
And creepy.
Yes, yeah.
Service is selling.
And selling is service. Blah, 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 blah.
And they're like, with customer, blah, blah, do, ba, la, la, do, do. And there's this creepy guys like, and Nick calls and something, I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah, creepy dude with
total
a beard.
Creepy
And
dude. You're like,
creeping
child
on,
molester.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm sure he's not, but for some reason it totally looks like
he
that.
literally looks like he's creeping up on you to take you captive. He's like, I'm gonna sell you a diamond and make you look real pretty, and then I'm gonna take you and slit your throat behind the building.
This is what I mean, Anthony.
Oso Fumar, we talked about customer service, and we're going to talk about it briefly tonight. And one of the things that I just want to circle back to and connect that we didn't talk about last night, which sometimes cigars can be daunting, especially for, you know, ladies or guys, you know, coming in, looking for relatives, parents.
Or even for yourself for the first time.
Yourself for the first time.
Or after even, a couple of years.
Yeah, even after a couple months. Like, I remember the first couple months when I was smoking, I kind of had my favorites that were given to me right off the bat, but I didn't know what I wanted right off the bat. I'm like going through there, I'm like, that kind of looks like the same color, but is it going to blow my doors off? You know, I didn't know the wrappers or shades or anything. I think that's one of the things that we, you know, we can't say that we hit it 100% of the time because we're human and we err, but it's one of the things that we really try to do is that if we make something, you know, stand out about Ford on Fifth, I'd like to say that our guys in the shop, customers even, and then our service team and us, like, we really try to go out of our way to make everybody have a comfortable experience there and find something that fits their palate. The way I like to do is if someone comes in, you know, I say, hey, how you guys doing today? Is there anything else that can help you find? And that way I know if they're gonna look at accessories or if they're gonna go inside the humidor. They usually say, I wanna go take a look around. Great, go in there, take a look around. If you have any questions, let me know. And then if they're in there for a long period of time and they don't have a bunch of sticks in their hand, like if they have a bunch of sticks in their hand, I know they're finding things okay, and they're gonna ask if they wanna find something specific. But if they just keep circling and don't get it, then you follow up and go in and you say, hey, you know, how are things going? You find everything all right? One thing that sticks out in this customer service discussion, you can sell any customer a cigar once. And what that means is that anybody coming into your shop will take your opinion at least once on a cigar. But if you don't truly take the time to listen to what they're looking for, what they're wanting, what they're talking about, they're probably not going to like what you pick out for them, and they're not going to come back again. Or if you give them something completely the opposite because you're trying to hustle them onto something more expensive or whatever.
I hate that.
Yeah, you lose repeat.
That's the first thing I've always asked people. Hey, what's your price range today? And what cigar are you looking for? Because there's a huge difference in if it's their fishing or yard cigar, or this is a celebratory cigar. Yep. And a celebratory cigar for somebody who wants to spend $20 to $50 on it, because I've had that from somebody, or somebody might be celebrating something and only wanting to spend $8 on a cigar. So asking questions and figuring it out is huge.
Yeah, hopefully this video is really good for guys who are thinking about, hey, I want to work at a cigar shop.
Yeah.
Or I want to get further into it. Because the principles that we're talking about here, I mean, they're good for a lot of jobs in general to ask clarifying questions. But the ones that we're talking about for cigar specifics are great for guys that are working the humidor. They're great for reps who are out in the field working, you know, as a rep. But like Mel says, you know, you want to establish in your questioning price point. You want to establish if they've smoked a lot or a little, if they have some stuff that they do like to smoke, or if they have no idea. And then from there, it will give you a good idea of what their strength range is. And that's when you have a conversation too with them about strength range. Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard to be in sales in general, no matter what industry you're in. Whether you're in the cigar industry, if you're in car sales, if you're in whatever sales. Actually, especially in cars, I'm sure that pressure is really hard. But if you do sit down with whoever your customer is, they're going to trust somebody who's not looking for that immediate sale right there, but taking the time to really listen to the customer. I think that's so important.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear in the comments below, what are your what are your experiences? Did you have a bad experience, a positive experience at a store, or one that you will always return to because you had such a wonderful experience? What are your own tips for positive customer sales? I just think relationships are everything, no matter what industry you're in.
So this has been another exciting episode of Melanie and Anthony Talk Cigars. And we were talking tonight customer service, unicorns, and
silliness too.
And silliness.
We try to keep our personalities in it. Have a great evening, you guys. Light up a unicorn. Let us know what you lit up.
We'll see you next time. I'm Melanie.
Alcohol time. Okay. Mini rainbow frogs.
What are you doing?
See how many rainbow frogs Anthony can fit in his mouth.
No, not so I put it away to chew that.
No, you can't chew them. Okay, ready?
Let's
One.
go.
Go, Just hold it with your mouth. I'm gonna count. How many does everyone think he can fit in his mouth? Ready? Go. One. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, my turn.
I'm putting them in my cheeks.
Okay, 20, 21. Oh, shoot. 22, 23, 24. Okay, let's see if I can do more. Okay, ready? I'm gonna win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 19, 20. Look, I haven't even chewed any. I have 20.
You're used to big things in your mouth.
20. I have 20. I won.
No, you have to go beyond that.
26. I won. Stop! Guess what? And they're gonna smoke my cigar. Who's the one now? No, try smoking your cigar. Mommy's the winner. I won.